Good morning, freshmen. Happy Monday. I know you're probably very excited to be back at virtual school. Today I'm trying something a little bit different. The last few days, our administration has been giving us some tips for virtual schooling that we can use to make things run a little bit more smoothly. And unfortunately for us in the Wausau School District, we didn't really have any time to try out these things because we had to start so quickly. My son had a good week or more, I think, time off than we had, and I feel like his teachers had a little bit more time to prepare. That would have been really nice. Um, One of the things that we didn't get a chance to do is to just really have you guys learn how to navigate the virtual world of all of your teachers without having assignments. Now, in hindsight, that would have been the best way to go. We didn't know that we should do that. So if going back, yep, I probably would have not, assigned things right away, but, now we're well into it. But what I would like to do is still focus a little bit on some of the things that are working well and some of the things that do need improvement. If you listen to your announcements from Dr. Peck, one of the things that he suggested, other than the routine, was to be reading. And that's one of my biggest frustrations, is just not the reading of the instructions. And I made a screencast that, if you look at, this is from last week, my screencast, that was my first thing to do other than attendance. It was listen to the screencast about checking in, and it said that this is required. And when I go to my screencast page where you can link up to those screencasts, I can see if any of my students have been in there, and all that I would need to do is click on this section. Once this loads, this little section means that someone has been in and viewed. Oh, good, I have a couple students that are in there actually viewing that. So I can open it up and I could click on this and see who those students are. So as of today, Friday, 4:30 p.m., after my school day should really be ended, I can see that only 2 of my students have been in on this page. I hope those students have actually listened to the screencast, but either way, like I said, it's just something that if I put it on there, then I'm expecting you to listen to it. It's part of my instruction. It's, not optional, guys. Going back to Friday, this is all just review, but I do want you to read this whole sheet every day and pay attention to what is on it rather than just kind of skimming over it. You can read this and say, okay, this I know, I read that already. This I know, I read that already. Oh, look, this was new from Thursday. I would hope that you guys have noticed that. Right? So please read it a little bit more carefully. I added in what to do with the extra credit once you were done with that. I answered the question of what to do with the chart on your Romeo and Juliet paragraph. I had a lot of students asking questions. And then, like I said in my screencast, one of the things that I wanted you to do was how to contact me if you want me to check an assignment for you. And that, like I said, was in the screencast. And I just want you guys to please, as Dr. Peck suggested, please read things a little bit more carefully and, take a little bit more responsibility for that. And the last thing is let me open up our daily list here. And I know that these two are repetitive. I have said that before, but what I like about this one is it's a quick glance. Maybe that's what I should name it, is just quick glance, because it's for you to go in and say, oh, do I have something due today? Like maybe you thought that you had it done, but you weren't sure, and you could just go in and take a peek. It's Friday today when I'm recording, and you just look and say, oh yeah, I have to submit my paragraph by noon. You can submit your paragraph later in the day. That's fine. I think I maybe have mentioned that. Sometimes I get my classes mixed up, guys, and I know that I do that, but you can take a little bit later, and I am going to be very flexible about those things. So the quick glance, I think I might go right up here and change that to quick glance. We'll see how that goes. Okay, guys, that's all that I had for today. I'm going to ask you a couple questions when we're done with the video. And I might experiment in having this 5-minute video be our new attendance. We'll see how that goes. Okay, thanks, guys. Have a good day.